I think we all come from a long line of people that avoid risk. And here's what I mean. If you're a hunter-gatherer and you were going out and taking huge risks, the equivalent today of, following your dreams, your passion, whatever, a lot of the time those people just died. they would starve to death, or they'd get injured or killed by a wild animal. Something bad would happen to them, and their DNA would not get passed on. When times were harsher, like really harsh, and we didn't have the resources we do today, you had to be very careful with how you chose to live. The decisions you made were very much about your survival. And if you didn't survive, you didn't pass on your DNA, you didn't have kids, but all those traits, those ideas, and that decision-making process gets passed on to the next generation. When you're trying to set yourself up to make change in your life, you want to set goals, you want to do better, you want to improve yourself, you are fighting against all of that, all of those tendencies of your ancestors to play it safe, be comfortable, avoid discomfort. That's in our DNA. And I'm not saying we shouldn't push ourselves, that we shouldn't go outside our comfort zone and try to grow and be more than what we are. We absolutely should. But we are wired to conserve energy, to play it safe, to survive. So here's what this boils down to. Again, I'm not saying don't take chances, don't push yourself, don't be better than what you are, but start with small goals. Most of what I see in goal setting and in fitness is about taking on the biggest challenges you can. People try to go from 0 to 100 in a second when they're not working out, they're not doing anything like that, and then they want to take on this crazy 30-day, 60-day challenge that's, or do like 75 hard or something, and just dive in at the deep end before they even know how to tread water. It's kind of ridiculous. And yes, sometimes people can do it and they come out the other end and they look amazing, they've done this great thing, and we applaud those people, we respect those people. But that's because we know intuitively that's really, really unlikely. It's really hard to do. Most people, though, what we don't see is the thousands, maybe millions of people every day that will fail and don't succeed and then just give up, and then they don't do anything else, because most people aren't going to show that. We only see the success because that's what social media is about. That's the image we want to present to the world, to other people, is look what I can do, look how successful I am. So my point is, I want people to think about, let's start small. There's a book called Atomic Habits, and this idea of let's set really small, doable goals that seem so easy and almost pointless because we've been conditioned to think I have to set the biggest goal possible. But what the small goals do is they build habits. And like I've talked about before, habits are what change your life. And you can build on that. It's like a foundation of a house. Most people are trying to build the top. They're trying to build the roof before they've even got the foundation poured and the walls built. It's just not going to work. You start at the bottom with really simple stuff, little things, annoyingly simple things that everybody has been saying forever, like, try to drink a little bit more water. Drink like 1 extra cup of water a day. If you're somebody that's chronically dehydrated, you've got headaches, you live on, coffee and energy drinks, drink 1 extra cup of water a day and just do that consistently. And then you drink a little bit more. Work on getting an extra, if you're somebody that sleeps 6 hours a night, try to sleep 6.5 hours a night. If 8 hours is, I need my decompression time, I need my alone time, whatever, add 30 minutes to your sleep. Little changes. Try to do one small 5-minute workout. Don't try to commit to, I'm going to go to the gym for an hour and a half and destroy myself. Start with small little pieces that are doable, and consistently you can build on that over time. So that's the process that leads to change for most people. But most people don't want to do it because they want to do the hardest thing first. That's my 2 cents for today.